That was the worst case outcome if you're a Bears fan. Not only did the Bears lose to the Commanders, but overall Justin Fields didn't have a great game. So let's talk about it, man. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, NFL. And here to talk about this performance by the Chicago Bears on Thursday Night Football, in which they lost to the Washington Commanders 12-7. Yes, that was the correct score, 12-7. The Bears, funny enough, were in the red zone 3 times and had 0 points to show for it. And they outgained the Commanders by a lot and still lost this game. But I want to focus on the quarterback. I want to focus on Justin Fields because here's the thing, right? We all know this season's not about wins and losses. Get used to the losing people. It is a rebuilding year. I want to focus on the quarterback because it's about his development, right? How did Justin Fields play in this game? Look, keep this in mind before I talk about Justin Fields' performance. We are all on the same team. I want Justin to do well. I am rooting for Justin. I want Justin to be our franchise quarterback, but I cannot be not objective. I cannot lie to you guys. I cannot give you any sort of false hope or analysis just because I want something to happen. I have to go by what my eyes are telling me and go by what the numbers say. Okay? Justin Fields in the first half, we'll talk about the first half first, and then we'll get into the second half. In the first half, Justin Fields was objectively bad. He was objectively bad. This man was missing throws. He was taking too long to throw. He was making poor decisions. It was just bad quarterback play by Justin Fields. We know the Bears actually drove the ball down into the red zone twice, right? And Justin had decent gains in those drives. So it wasn't all bad, but ultimately, when we needed to punch it in, we couldn't do it. But there was just too many times where I felt like Justin did not make the right play. We all know about the touchdown that he missed to Ryan Griffin. Now, here's the thing. Ryan Griffin looked like he slowed down on that. So I'm not putting all of that on Justin. Ryan Griffin slowed down on that one. He should have kept running his route. That was a little bit on him as well. But again, these are not just the layups. These are the slam dunks. That's 7 right there, or 6 right there, man. You got to get it done no matter what. No excuses, right? But not all on Justin. Ryan Griffin also a little bit at fault there. Then we're talking about the other play, which Kirk Herbstreit talked about on the broadcast. Justin takes a deep shot to Mooney on one of the drives and just overshoots him. And you saw on the recap, Dante Pettis streaking across on the crosser. If Justin just takes what the defense gives him in Pettis, that's a first down easily and maybe more. There was a lot of open space in front of Dante Pettis. So that is lacking for Justin Fields. He needs to not hunt for the big play every single time and go with what the defense gives him. All right? Taking too long to process in the pocket, that's a problem. Justin Fields, if the first read isn't there, is putting his head down and running. Now, he's very good at it. 12 rushes for 88 yards today. And at the very end, Justin was the reason we were in the red zone. Again, by the way, didn't score. But his rushing ability, his legs, the best thing that he does. But that does not make you a good quarterback. That just makes you a good runner. Justin needs to go through his progressions and reads and then tuck it and run. I got no issues if he tucks and runs it, but I need you to go through your scans. I need you to not just look at the first read. That's a problem for Justin. So overall, in the first half, Justin Fields was objectively bad. Now, he turned it around in the second half. He turned it around, and you got some things going. We had the touchdown to Dante Pettis. Fantastic throw by Fields. Great catch by Dante Pettis. So there was things there that Justin did. Overall, his stat line, 14 for 27, 190 yards, passing a touchdown, interception, and 12 rushes for 88 rushing yards. So statistically, you still want to see more. But for Justin, for how he's been this season, this is a decent stat line, I should say. But I need more. I need more because to me, I'm telling you guys this, Justin Fields is not doing enough to be able to tell you that he is playing the quarterback position well. Now, I say that, and in the same breath, I will tell you that it is damn near impossible to put a guy in a situation like this and expect him to play like an elite quarterback or play very, very good football. Because the Chicago Bears are a team devoid of talent. You have Darnell Mooney, right? Who had a decent game today, by the way. I really wish Darnell Mooney came down with that last catch, and he just didn't come down with it, man. I just wish he held on, and that would have been the game-winning touchdown. But you have Darnell Mooney, and then outside of that, it is just bad. So how do you expect Justin to develop when the ball gets snapped to him and in seconds, literally, you've got defenders in his face? How can you expect Justin Fields to develop when he looks down the field and nobody's getting open because the receivers are not talented, and you've got guys like Dante Pettis, again, he caught a touchdown today, but he had drops as well. Amir Smith-Marset, I don't know why we're playing him. When you've got guys like that who cannot separate, who cannot get open, how can you expect Justin Fields to develop? So it is a trickle-down effect, right? Offensive line can't protect, receivers can't get open, Justin takes too long. It's a bad combination. But don't tell me that if Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle were the receivers on the team for Justin Fields, that he can't develop better. Don't tell me if we had A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith that we can't have Justin develop more. This is also a roster issue just as much as it is a Justin issue. And you know what? We knew that coming into this season, but it still needs to be highlighted because it is negligence on the part of the Chicago Bears to let Justin Fields fail like this. He takes hits because of the fact that, again, receivers can't get open. He does hold the ball too long, and the offensive line can't protect. Like, I'm worried about Justin's health as well. Like, this is on Ryan Poles to a certain degree too, man. You have to protect Justin. And to me, we just don't have that. And that's the sad part here is I can be critical of Justin, and I was, and I am, and I'm telling you, he needs to play the quarterback position better, but I just cannot imagine any other young quarterback being put in this position and being able to produce consistently as a good quarterback. It is setting you up essentially to fail. Setting you up to how did the game end? The game ended with Mooney not catching the touchdown pass, but also before that, Amir Smith-Marset, Justin gets him the football. He can't catch it. We had multiple times where receivers just weren't able to make plays and Justin delivered it to him. I also talked about the Ryan Griffin one. He stopped running it as much. Like, it is not just Fields, but he needs to play better. Two things can be true at once, right? Fields can play better, needs to play better, and the team does not have enough time. It's just a bad combination, man. It's just a bad combination. Overall, you know, you want Justin to keep developing here. I'm worried about his health. He took 5 sacks today. But yeah, man, this is where I'm at here, okay? We got to have Justin surrounded with more talent. I don't know if that's going to happen this season. Probably not. But if that's not the case, then Luke Getsy with this play calling, he was better today. He was better. But he needs to continue to find ways to get the ball out quicker. He needs to get it in Justin's head that the ball needs to be out. Like, it just does. Even if the receiver is not open, like, you need to be quicker in your decision-making. Throw it away. But it needs to be out quicker. He has taken too many hits, standing in the pocket too long. It is just bad. And I haven't even talked about the defense. I haven't talked about much else in this game because we all know how much the quarterback position means to us because this season's all about Justin. But just real quick on the other items here, Velus Jones Jr. never want to see him return a punt ever again. This man just is not a punt returner. Keep him on offense. That's it. Amir Smith-Marset, cut him tonight. Just cut him right now. I don't need him. Lost the game for us last week, and this week does the exact same. Don't need him. All right, I'm sorry. Defense, fantastic. Fantastic in that game. The defense did not deserve what the offense put out there. They just did it. They were borderline elite. Roquan Smith balled out in that game, although he took a shot from Carson Wentz. Didn't see that coming. But, yeah, no. The defense was great. Got no complaints there. Absolutely none. And the offense had plenty of chances. They had plenty of chances. I'm not even going to say the offense was abysmal overall. It was just bad in the red zone. The red zone offense was terrible, right? It was terrible. But it just sucks, man, because when you're on primetime television and you've got all of these people watching your team, and you're just, man, hoping my team doesn't embarrass me, and that's what goes out and happens. And by the way, we're on primetime again. Next week, Monday Night Football against New England Patriots. Thank you, NFL. Sorry, America. Look, folks, again, all we want is the development here. Got to clean up a few things. So let's recap it for you guys. Fields is taking too long in the pocket to throw. Needs to be faster with that. He is the slowest processing time in terms of throwing the football, holding it the longest. He needs to get better at that. He needs to not just look at his first read or tuck it and run it. He needs to go through his progressions. He needs to stop taking as many hits, but the offensive line needs to be better. We need better receivers ASAP. It's just bad, and you just can't miss the layups. But yeah, man, I do want to focus on some of the good stuff too, but because Dante Pettis, that Fields throw, like the flashes, that's why you have hope, right? The talent is there. And that's the other thing. If you saw a guy out there and you're like, man, he just doesn't have any talent, but he can, do a couple other things here within the system, sometimes you're just like, I can't teach that. You just got to know. So with Justin, he's got the talent, right? Throwing the ball down the field like that, the arm talent, the rushing ability. These are talents. These are gifts. Not every quarterback has that. You can't name me 5 quarterbacks that are better at getting the ball and making something out of nothing when it's like a third down, like Justin Fields does, in terms of rushing the football. Like, it is unreal, this kid's rushing ability, but we got to maximize it, man. It's like a domino effect with everything just failing around the